Hello everyone, it's Keith with Buddy Pal Games. We're going to go through a solo playthrough of Amazing Jungle Run. Roxanne will be playing and I'll try to explain as she goes along. The dummy player always goes first and starts with one peril card, which is the quicksand card in the upper right corner. And the dummy player will always take the leftmost common card, which in this case is the tiger, and then it takes the leftmost dice roller, which is the point card. So that is the first turn for the dummy. Then we flip the cards over. Roxanne will make her decisions on what to do, but she gets two actions. Taking a resource card on the left is an action. Taking a peril card is two actions, or peeking at the bottom of any deck counts as one action. So she's going to peek at the bottom. There was a two-pointer down there, so that's very good knowledge. And she actually got lucky and just saw the shaman. She saw the shaman. So she'll want that hyena card. That'll let her take a card on the bottom for free. But first she has to earn it with a roll of 2 blacks. And she got it with no real help from resource cards because she peeked instead. So now she does have the hyena in her tableau, and the king just showed up, and I know she would love to block that, but she can't. So that was the trade-off. So now the dummy player goes and will take the leftmost card of commons, which is the tiger, and it had an icon for them to draw a resource card, which simply burns it in the solo game. Now in this case, the dummy will take the king. It will take the king over a one-pointer. Okay, now we flip the cards. The king is so valuable that it will indeed take that over a one-point card. Okay, now Roxanne's choice. She'll go for a peril, which is 2 actions. She got an off-limits card, which will be very handy. And now she'll cash in the hyena to go for one of the bottom cards she learned about, which very fortunately is the 3-point shaman, and then she gets to peek at the next bottom card because of the hyena's ability. So that is her turn. She could play an off-limits defense if she wanted to. So now it's back to the dummy's turn. She's the leftmost common, which is the hippo, and the leftmost point card. So the dummy now has 2 points. And the king is really just so Roxanne can't get it. It will not use the king. So now it is Roxanne's turn to take an action, or actually 2 actions. Monarch is a very, very good card, one-of-a-kind card to have. We'll let her take a face-down card at an appropriate time. Now here's her main phase. She's taking 2 cans, and that has an arrow letting her take the next one. And so she gets the tiger for free, and a peril card to go with it, which is the one scavenger card where she can take a peril from the dummy player at a given time, or when she is ready. Okay. So now we flip the cards back over. She has taken the other part of her turn collecting cards. Now it is the dummy player's turn unless she plays defense. So the dummy again takes the leftmost animal, and then the leftmost point. So dummy is up to 3 points. And we flip them back over for Roxanne's turn. So it's 3-3, and she'll take her actions right now. So she's going to peek again. There's a 2-pointer. 2-pointer. So we had some really good cards on the bottom. So she knows where those are in case she gets a bottom feeder or has several hideaways to be able to hide away to get to those cards. So now comes the next portion of her turn.
I'm going to go for the gorilla.
Rolling for the gorilla. Got it. So she didn't get the lion, but she does have the gorilla. The gorilla will allow you to take 1 top card without rolling for it. So it comes in handy for the higher points. She's determining, I think, if she wants to use the Monarch Butterfly, which would let her take a card right now that is face down. No, she's just going to turn it over. So it's the dummy's turn. She's putting the off limits on that card because it has an arrow letting her, whoever takes it gets the card beneath it. And in this case, it would be the dummy taking it. So it again takes the leftmost common and the card that goes with it, which is a resource, and the leftmost point. So that is 4 points to 3. So she's behind. But now we see the 2-pointers coming out that are planted near in the bottom half of the decks. So now it's her turn. She is going to take your action.
Yeah, my action.
We got an elephant, which allows peeking at 2 bottom decks, and a dice changer. Now, in the 2-player game, you will keep those smaller cards secret, but in the solo game, you can make a tableau out of them if you like. So she wants to get the 2 points using the gorilla to take that 2 points without having to roll. So now Roxanne has 5 points. Dummy has 4. She's cashing in the Monarch to take the next card. 2 points. I think she learned earlier that that was 2 points based on peeking. So she is up to 7, playing really well. And she now is looking at defense. She's going to use the scavenger to take one of the toucans to give herself 3 of a kind, and she will probably get a peril with that. We didn't mention that earlier, but 3 of a kind allows you to trade in to get a peril card or get rid of a man-eating plant. So she'll turn it right in to use quicksand on the dummy player so that the dummy player will have to play for that particular card. And she'll take it off now, and a dummy player will get 1 toucan. So that was very limiting. All right. Roxanne is looking how to get 2 more points. The dummy player will kick in the quicksand if Roxanne is about to win, but she cannot win with the 1 point. So she'll take her actions. Okay, man-eating plant that she can play on the dummy player that will take away the dummy player burning through resource cards, the card on the upper left. Here's her main part of the turn. She's taking the hippo with an arrow, taking the next card. There's 1 point. So she has 8 points. So 1 more point and she will win. We'll show you how the dummy player tries to fight this. So dummy player's turn. Roxanne has no real defense to play. Dummy player does take the 3rd of a kind, but does not get the resource because of the man-eating plant up there, and will take the leftmost point. So I believe that's 5 for the dummy player. And we flip them over. The dummy player will immediately cash in the 3 hippos, or trade them in, and trades in the 3 hippos to get a peril card that may be used against Roxanne. So here's where we make the determination. She has 8 points, and if she saw cards that she could win with, the dummy player would use the quicksand, but she cannot see any cards. So the dummy player will not play defense. So Roxanne's turn. She probably would love to get a hideaway card or a bottom feeder like she just drew, because that may allow her to win with her knowledge of the bottom. And I think she's going to use her elephant card. Oh, actually, she's bottom feeding. She already remembered what was down there. So she's going for the win with 3 of a kind dice roll. She's got some changers, I think. Wrong changer. She has to make a decision. She's keeping the black because I think she knows she's got it. She had 2 black change dice roll cards, and that is enough to get 3 of a kind and win the game. So it has some peek at the bottom or hidden information involved, and different rules as to how the dummy player will play. You can see that she had one spot that she emptied. If an Explore card had come out, the only Explore card had come out, she would have been able to use that to split cards over there. We didn't see any hideaway cards that put cards to the bottom of the deck from the top. And Transport, like the one the dummy had, lets you move a card from the top of one deck to another. So lots of tactics that come into play. Thanks a lot for watching. And by the way, if you want to play on medium grade level, you would start the game with one man-eating plant against you. That card over here. And if you want to play on super hard, you would start with two man-eating plants against you. So thanks a lot for watching.